Happy Mardi Gras! Woo! Okay, so I'm not usually dressed in my tutu, only Tuesdays, but today is Mardi Gras, so happy Mardi Gras. Sometimes it's good to just glitter up, no shame in that. And surprisingly, oh wow, that's a great into my chat today. It is about Seamus, good old Irish Seamus. She'll be so okay, donkey. They'll do, donkey, they'll do. So Sir Seamus or Saint Seamus. Let's talk about that a little bit. I feel like people are... For me, it has obviously a little bit of religious connotation. Also, the way I think about it is, it is a social construct, because you have all these feral children, stories of these feral children running around naked and doing, you know what. So, it is ingrained in us from childhood. I remember, even mine on, if I did something, be like, oh, shame on you. Does that sound familiar? Shame on you, Yeah, shame on you once. No. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, still shame on you, because I don't like taking responsibility. But anyway, so it's an interesting one, because I, for example, think it has some good things, obviously. For example, like we said about running around naked, I wouldn't mind just going, showing my flaunting my boobies everywhere, like nippies, free the nip. But, it's dangerous, because you get somebody's eye out, first of all, and second, nobody would do anything if we could do all that. So even though I don't like to call it shame, so I'm not saying that shame is good, but let's say constraint. So you're like a little bit constrained of what you're doing. So used to be a little bit more shame of my body, because it was said to women, like, don't flaunt it, or you're whatever, teasing and stuff. And yeah, I got, I was growing up, I was walking like this, not, show my woman curves too much and stuff, and dressed in all these baggy clothes and stuff like that, so there was shame. So I needed a little bit of time to accept myself and just be like, you know what? I'm not ashamed of my body. I am proud of my body. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of, what I do. I just choose not to sometimes go around and flaunting. It depends on the situation. See how I'm graping you with my opinions. Yeah, I'm preparing grapes. So yeah, I think the important thing is that with shame, it brings, being shame has friends, guilt, anxiety, overthinking, holding us back, and they all like have this big party, and they're like dancing the judgy dance, and like judge, shame, something like that. That's how I imagine it. So I would say, with the shame, the only time I am ashamed, and I can admit it, is when I on purpose hurt somebody. If I want to make them feel bad, or I was hurt. Hurt people. So if I was sometimes defensive or hurt, I would on purpose hurt somebody, and then I would feel shame about it. And that's okay, because it makes us reflect about our actions and our views. So I think that that's the only time. But even then, I wouldn't call it too much, or I wouldn't dwell too much into that, feeling of shame. But I would be like, what can I do better next time? What are my choices? So like, people are too extreme also with like thoughts. They're like, oh my God, I'm thinking this oh, I'm so ashamed, like this is wrong to think, it's just your thoughts. Like, okay, sometimes we have crazy thoughts, let them pass. It's not you, Yes, thoughts are powerful, but if we let them pass and we don't put power on those thoughts, then it's like, bye bye, arrivederci. So, and then you can be like, okay, that wasn't my proudest moment, but I know I'm a good person. So, see, the shame, a lot of times people, when they're ashamed or worried, it also comes from validation, what the other people think. How will they see me? Oh no. But, if you see yourself as somebody who's doing their best and you are a good person, then you can be like, shame, walk out the door, turn around now. Perfect for Margaret. It's welcome anymore. So I think let's not be consumed too much by, feeling shamed about whatever, like I said, our bodies, our actions, our thoughts. Accept that these things sometimes happen, and just if we try to be a good person, so it's not, I'm not ashamed. I'm choosing to do my best, and sometimes maybe it doesn't work, but you go forward. It's always going forward. So it'd be a shame if you don't watch this. And I'm sorry for anyone called Seamus. I didn't intend that. This arrived in my thoughts. So yeah, tell me what you think. What do you think about shame? What do you think about feeling of guilt and stuff? I just think it's so heavy. It's heavy. So if you're like, no, I know I'm doing best. I know I'm a good person. I know that it's not. Do you know what I mean? I wish I knew what I mean. But anyway, I'm gonna go dance. I'm not gonna be ashamed as well. I dance like everybody's watching, which is absolutely fine, because I am here to just enjoy these grapes and dance. Alright guys, big love